Dad, stop hogging the pizza, man.
Yeah. Hello, everybody, and welcome here to Talladega Superspeedway for chase race number 9, our next to last race of the season, as we are here at Talladega Superspeedway for the running of the Geico 400. Tonight, we could end up crowning the Mobil1 Cup Series champion, but we're going to have to see what's going to happen here. We'll get to all that scenario in just a moment, but I'm being joined here by Levi McIntyre, Michael Norman, and Dylan Young. Say hello, guys.
Hello,
Dylan,
Michael,
give me the
stop
freaking
hogging
pizza.
the pizza.
Give me the pizza. It's my pizza.
No, you give me the pizza. You're hogging it.
Apparently, we're having pizza problems. But
Do
anyway.
you want that hand? Because I'll cut it off.
Yeah.
Oh, we have Charles joining us here now, too. He's brought the mayonnaise, I guess.
Mm.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy. This party just got crazy. Anyway, we're getting ready here for 29 laps of racing at Talladega Superspeedway, and this is rather a unique situation coming into the next to last race of the season, at least in the NNSCRA. Usually, the season finale decides who the champion is, but we have an opportunity here for Luke Walker to possibly, with a good run tonight, already lock up the championship for Season 7. What do you guys think is going to happen? I mean, what if you were the guy coming in as the points leader right now, what's your strategy here at Talladega?
Pray to Jesus.
Is that your answer for everything?
So it seems.
Okay. Anybody else?
Yeah. I don't want to wreck.
All right, now, so I'm gonna give my actual answer now. I'm gonna say if I was one of the outside guys looking in, I would just hang around in the back as much as I could, wait for all the drama to play out, then within 10 laps to go, start making my charge forward. That's what I would do.
Yeah, I could agree with that, but also I think it would be safe if you have a jar of Charles Lucky mayonnaise.
Oh my. Lucky Charms in the cars. Okay, anyhow, coming into this race, Luke Walker has a 46-point advantage. Now, here's the interesting thing. There are two drivers who, after this race, could mathematically still be in the hunt for the championship, but it's very, very slim even coming into this race. James Qualls, he has a total of 46 points out right now, right on the edge of almost being mathematically eliminated from the championship, and Madison Sieber still has an opportunity to keep herself back in the hunt too. She's 54 points out. Now, we're going to give the scenario on what would have to happen here for Luke Walker to not have the championship tonight. In order for that to happen, Luke Walker would have to finish at least 2 positions behind James Qualls. Qualls would then still remain mathematically in the hunt. Or Madison Sieber would have to beat James Qualls on track, as well as finish 8 positions ahead of Luke Walker in tonight's race. But if Luke Walker is able to finish 2 positions ahead of James Qualls tonight, or if he's able to finish up with a win or a top 5, more than likely Walker will be the champion. So how much pressure and how do you counter that pressure are Qualls and Sieber under here tonight?
Well, Qualls is under the most pressure, in my opinion, especially for a track like this. He's, like I said, on the outside working in, so he's pretty much just got to drive like he's not racing for anything but a win. He just has to drive and not worry about where anybody else but him. So, and with Walker, he has less pressure because all he has to do is pretty much drive and avoid all the wrecks.
I would say Madison Sieber has a lot of pressure on her because she is a rookie coming into who came in this season 7, very, very much unknown, and here she is in the hunt for the championship. I think all the pressure's on her because she wants to try to win the championship as a rookie, and that would be an incredible accomplishment for her.
Interesting thing about Madison Sieber, too, that you bring up, out of these 3 drivers that I've mentioned here, Walker, Qualls, and Sieber, Sieber is actually the only one that has had any chase experience, because last season when she made her debut in Snickers Cup, she made the chase there. So you're right, she does have a lot of pressure, but she's kind of been in this situation before.
Right.
Well, as we're getting ready to get the command to fire the engine in just a moment, those 3 drivers that we're going to be focusing on here tonight are starting all the way in different areas through this field. Qualls will start off in 21st, Luke Walker in 26th, and the long shot, Madison Sieber, starting all the way back from 37th place. In just a moment here, we'll get the command, and then I'll be asking these guys a couple more questions when we show you the starting grid.
Drivers, start
Madison
your
Sieber is
engines.
actually in the best spot right now, starting in the back.
Well, that was actually going to be my next question. I was going to ask, of these three chasers, which one is in the best starting spot? So you would say near the back is the best one, Michael?
Yeah, Madison Sieber in the back is the best, because then she has nowhere. She's on the inside too, so she can just ride around on the inside once these cars kind of start breaking up a little bit, and they can start getting into their packs. They can, she can just watch as everything unfolds and then make her way to the front when she feels right.
I would say I really can't tell who would have an advantage right now because you never know when the big ones strike at Talladega. You could be in the back and get caught up in it. You could be up at the front and get caught up in it. It's really unpredictable when it comes to Talladega. Plus, also, there could be a scenario where all three of them, Walker, Qualls, and Sieber, could wreck, and who the hell knows what could happen.
And you bring up a good point there. If they end up getting into a wreck, there is the slight possibility that Dylan Schwallenberg and Austin LaPlante could get back into the championship picture. But right now, with the way things stand, that doesn't look like that's going to be the case. And a little bit of irony here. Think back to Season 3. It was Jacob Lawler and Trent Dunham at the season finale at Zen Joltis battling out for the championship. Those two starting side by side here tonight at Talladega.
I was actually right now is KFC. That's rough action food for me. None for you, Michael. Sorry.
Well, I got this pizza, so I'm good.
Go Cubs.
I have a power bar. Does that count? Anyhow, here we go. 29 laps of racing. Now, our Truck Series race went clean and green from green flag to checkered flag. Pit stops did come into play. We'll see if the same thing will happen here tonight in the Mobil1 Cup Series event. Here we go. Green flag's out. The Geico 400 is underway. Luke Walker chasing a championship. Everybody else chasing Luke Walker.
Indeed.
And then everybody else chasing a win.
Exactly. And right there, Trent Dunham actually got a good jump. And look at Dunham. Used the outside line to get around, and he goes to the front.
That was excellent.
Now, we know that Trent Dunham and restrictor plate tracks, they're not exactly on friendly terms, but who knows? Tonight, Trent may be able to turn around the restrictor plate curse. They're getting really racy back here, 3 wide, about 3 or 4 rows deep. All this going on behind Trent Dunham. And it looks like we are going to be clean and green here, at least for the first lap. Let's try and find where Luke Walker currently is running. Oh, 1 car on the apron. 2 cars on the apron.
Uh-oh.
Langford and Mason Wood, but they kept it together and we're still green. That was a close call.
4 wide right there, Pokey, Wood.
Yeah, they're all over the place there. She looks like Trent Dunham is still your leader. Yeah.
And look where Luke Walker went. He went all the way to the back.
See, he heard me. He knows the strategy. Look, he looks like he's kind of lagging a little back. He wants to stay close to the shaft, but
They are 5 wide. Cody Lamas, Anthony McCurry. How they got that to work, I don't know.
Me neither.
The guy trying to run him down. Where's James Qualls? Oh, he's getting into Daniel Day. What is he doing?
Oh no!
No, the wall.
Oh my goodness!
There's the first wreck.
Why was James Qualls not getting off of Daniel Day? And that's not even going to bring out a caution.
It's not a caution because they kept going.
So Qualls is now damaged, and boy, that's shocking. I mean, he didn't even attempt to get off the 22.
I think Dave was holding him up, and I think Quall said, "I'm just going to dump you." And unfortunately, still staying with him. Whoa! Look at them behind.
Man, 3 by 3, 4 by 4. And how they're still green, I'm not exactly sure. I mean, they're 5 wide. They are 5 wide back there.
Just don't lean on each other and you'll be fine.
I'm not so sure if they're not going to lean on each other. I've seen a couple of them leaning on each other here. But they're still making it work. And oh, there's some wrecks. There we go.
There we go.
That was Ralph Mason, Shelton, Corbett, the pole sitter Dunham. 1 car upside down. That's Joshua Michaels.
Oh, and now Michael's barrel rolls.
Henley's involved, and wait a minute, Luke Walker was in this.
Oh, Luke Walker has some serious front-end damage with that.
Oh, there's another car upside down here on the back straightaway. Oh, that's Austin LaPlante, one of those long shot drivers who, if these guys had had trouble, would have maybe gotten himself back in contention.
Well, I wonder what this opens the door to.
I mean, I think James Qualls has continued. Well, he's on pit road now, but I think he just made a pit stop.
Yeah, there he goes.
Cody Lamas in trouble. Cassandra Renzi, Jessica Shelton, McCrory, Dunham, a lot of drivers involved in this one. Mason, Sullivan.
Oh yeah, hey Seth, can we check and see where Schwallenberg is? To see if he got anything?
Yeah, let's see here. The 18 of Schwallenberg is, well, he's 4th.
Oh, he's way up there.
He's
now.
up there, and so is Siebert, one of the long shot drivers right there. Wait a minute, is Siebert the leader? Siebert is the leader.
Wow.
Talk about a time to get to the front.
Yep, and that's just like we told her, you know, us down here. We said play smart, and that's what's going on. Is that Charles? Who's in the 32? Is that Charles?
That's Henry Nova.
That's Henry Nova.
Okay. Oh, I was thinking a long time ago.
That was a long time ago.
Well, yeah, and
it
you know
was.
what I've noticed with Qualls
What happened with Trent?
having a bad run so far, with Qualls having a bad run so far, and Walker getting a piece of that wreck, and Sieber up in the lead. If she can win this race, she could be within striking distance of Luke Walker.
She really could. You're right. I mean, Walker, I don't think came to pit road that last time around. He'll probably come to pit road this time. Yeah, let's follow the 2 car coming to pit road. I believe Qualls has been caught a lap down, but I'm not certain.
Was Trent involved in that too?
Trent was involved, yes. Now, is this enough damage to put Luke Walker out of the race? If it is, this could be huge.
Well, let's keep an eye out on the 2.
Pulls into his pit stall. What's going to be the verdict? They're going to try and keep him out. Dylan Young has retired, though. LaPlante, who was upside down, will probably be retiring. But they will attempt to keep Luke Walker in this race. No hood, though.
Yeah, they're going to do whatever they can. He's off.
No hood on that 2 machine.
Oh, that was close coming off of pit road.
So Madison Sieber will be the leader. I'm just going to quickly check. Wait a minute. Yes, James Qualls is scored a lap down right now. So Qualls is in trouble as far as that's concerned, but it doesn't look like he's got as much damage as Luke Walker. The driver right now to watch would probably be Madison Sieber, but we got to see a replay of what put us under the caution for the first time here tonight at Talladega. Well, let's see if we can pinpoint where exactly this incident started, and I saw Ralph Mason out of shape. It may have begun with him.
Yeah, there were 2 incidents taking place, but we're checking the one in the back, and...
Oh, George
Oh,
Roque.
yep, it was the 7 of Roque.
George Roque coming off of a fall to turn of death.
There's Young right there as well.
Turns Young right up. Turns Young right up into the wall, and it just collects.
Drew Austin got a piece of that.
Drew Austin, I saw, got in there.
Ooh.
Man, look at that long smoke cloud. You can't even tell where anybody is until now.
And at night, you'd have to think that's an even worse visibility issues than during the day.
Exactly.
And then the next incident I know started with Corbett, Shelton, and I believe the pole sitter Trent Dunham. And it was, I don't even think it was a follow-up wreck. I think it was more just a wreck that happened at the same time. Yeah, because you see the wreck happens behind them. And, oh, they were 5 wide in the turn. That's why.
Yeah, Rogers just gets in the sandwich right there, and...
I think that was Rogers, Jackson, Corbett, Shelton, and Dunham that were in that 5 wide situation.
I'm curious to know, though, how did Joshua Michaels flip, as well as,
Oh, wow.
Bob Jones?
It doesn't look like the 3 got much damage just from scraping the wall, but
no.
You know, I'm curious to see how Joshua Michaels flipped.
Oh, okay. Apparently a follow-up wreck on the apron. These drivers trying to get down underneath that initial wreck, and I think Campbell's going to turn the 12.
Yeah, see, they're fighting for position on the apron, which is never a good thing. Wait, look at the 2 back there, right there. He gets involved in that right there.
Yep, Tanner Sullivan sweeps him up into it.
Wow.
That's a hard hit
89
for
shut
Michaels.
Yeah, he just flips over and, takes a few tumbles, and I think he landed on 4 wheels, too.
Henley, Campbell, I thought I saw Kyle Matthews back there involved.
Look at Corbett.
I wonder.
Yeah, Corbett's like, where do I go?
And now he's got the 12 dead in front of him, getting ready to barrel roll.
Yeah, and he gave the 12 car a shove. And then Austin LaPlante somehow flipped over. Oh, he was barrel rolling too.
He's flipping already.
What happens to him?
Another incident.
Oh.
That was like the 4th incident right there, and I believe...
Oh, this time it was
It was between him and McCurry.
McCurry, LaPlante, and I couldn't see who the car is.
Cody
right there.
Lamas in the 77.
Yeah, and Cody Lamas right there. Oh, the 6... McCurry made contact with the 6 car, and they just sent them all up the track.
And I have a feeling Trent Dunham's going to be the one to hit LaPlante. I think he just jacks him up. See if we can get a camera angle. Well, it's kind of hard to... Maybe this will be a better camera angle to be able to see what happened. Yeah.
Oh, bright light.
Yeah.
Oh, he got a hit from Renzi, too.
So he got double hit.
There's the shot from the 31. And then there's the reverse shot from the 8.
And then he's just going to tumble big time.
And that is a wild barrel roll down the back straightaway. There's really nothing to stop the momentum of that 6 car.
Yeah, and I will say, I mean, this is one of the wildest barrel rolls, but I still think no barrel rolls are going to be wilder than when you barrel rolled 13.5 times at M&M's in my Walmart Cup Series last season. Same with Ian Siegel at Texas when he got slammed right in the driver's side door, and he just flew every which way about 13 times.
Yeah, I agree with you. And there was a little bit more contact back there between Silver Fox, Walker, and Ralph Mason coming out at 2. But that is what put us under the caution. Let's head back now for the green. Getting ready to go back to green flag racing. The 3 drivers were following in different areas of the track. Madison Sieber is the leader. James Qualls is a lap down on the inside line in the 30th position. And Luke Walker is damaged goods, still on the lead lap though, in 27th place. As we get ready to go back to green on lap 9 of 29, it's Sieber, Nova, Lawler, Schwallenberg, Mason, Wood. Then the rest of the top 10 are Langford, Poteet, Jean Sanford making her debut in the Mobil1 Cup Series here tonight. Now in the 8th position, James McLeod in 9th, and 10th, Joshua Collars. We're ready to go back to green. Guys, if you're Madison Sieber, what's the strategy right now, knowing the 2 drivers you're trying to run down in points have encountered trouble?
The 41 just made it 3 wide there, but see, Madison knows that she can't get a big enough lead because she'll end up skipping free. She knows she's probably not going to be able to hold the lead much. What she wants to do is if she does start losing position, she wants to try to get to the bottom as quickly as possible, so she's not in that gap with the cars you see behind her.
And apparently James Qualls is not up to speed.
And I was gonna say, Sieber definitely knows how to get around plate tracks. Back at the season over at Daytona, she finished in 4th.
Didn't she also get a win earlier this season at Milwaukee?
No, Sieber has actually not won this season. That was Andy Timmons, her teammate, that won there in Milwaukee. Sieber's not won yet this season. She was, if I recall correctly, a winner in the Snickers Cup Series last season, but that was at Stunt Road, so Sieber trying to win here at a restrictor plate track, and no better place to do it than at a track where you could get yourself back in the hunt for the championship.
Yeah.
Right now, though, we got a number of drivers up here at the front, but the driver that we have to try and get an update on is Luke Walker, and there he is, 29th right now, and apparently losing the draft.
Well, at least he's still out of the draft.
Not up to speed.
Now, here's the thing I'm wondering. Now, we end up having our first caution. If we go into a long green flag run, just think about the possibility of this. If Walker loses the draft, depending on how fast he is, James Qualls is in the draft. He is only 1 lap down. If this field comes around and laps Luke Walker, that's a battle between 2 drivers that are battling for the championship who would both be a lap down.
No, and another thing, too, is that Qualls, even though he's got a stronger car than Luke Walker, he's just got to hope that, a big wreck could happen in the front of the field and Qualls can get around it. And hopefully, some miracle chance, and when I say miracle, he's better hoping, honest to God, that the points leader, Luke Walker, gets involved, because otherwise Qualls is going to be in some trouble and need a lot of points to catch up there. So
yeah, that caution flag came out just one lap too late for Qualls. If he hadn't come to pit road, he probably still would have been on the lead lap.
Or haven't turned someone right there.
Yep, exactly.
No, and especially if you're a guy that's trying to hunt down for a championship, and I've noticed it, especially in other series too, is that you feel like you have a lot of pressure, but as the points leader, you get into a comfortable spot and you know you can dominate. I've seen it before with John Citadino as a few examples, Ian Dutta, just that's a few examples just like in my series in particular.
Who is that yellow car? Who is that yellow car behind this group?
That's Silver Fox.
That's Tanner Sullivan.
Oh.
Oh, I thought maybe it was one of the cars that flipped that's still on the track.
No, but one thing. Oh, there's a spin up ahead here. Spin.
Uh-oh, who is it?
Oh.
Dylan Poteet, Madison Saber.
Oh, no, but I don't think she
Seaver's
hit.
done.
Ian Dutta is collected. Ralph Mason, Jake Cole, James McLeod. Where's Walker? Qualls gets through. Where's Walker?
Oh, the Wrecking Moore. The Wrecking Moore.
Walker's coming. Is he going to get through it?
Oh,
The
man.
Wrecking Moore up ahead. I saw.
Oh, no!
My goodness!
He nailed Cody Lamas.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
he's out.
He is done. He is definitely done.
I just want
What
to check
the heck
which Qualls.
happened up front? What happened up front?
I almost wonder if it might have been
know.
teammates. I saw Poteet, Sieber, and McLeod spinning, and Qualls is smoking.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man, all three of them.
Now the big question.
And there's
The big
Sieber.
question. Here's the big question. No, where is Qualls going to finish? That's going to be the key question.
Well, I don't even know if Qualls. I think he's out of the race.
Yep, he's out. He's smoking.
He is going to officially finish, according to what I'm seeing, looks like 30th place. Now, if it looks like what I'm thinking, Luke Walker may be finishing in 29th, which means that Qualls would still be mathematically in the hunt for the championship next week.
So now comes the bigger question. Where's Dylan Schwallenberg running? Because that's where the next key guy is to look at.
There he is. Third place right now is Dylan Schwallenberg.
I'm going to tell you something right now, and this is a bold prediction I'm going to say. If Dylan Schwallenberg wins this race, I can guarantee you that the two best guys who are going to be battling for the championship are going to be Luke Walker and Dylan Schwallenberg.
Well,
And
if Schwallenberg wins this race, counting the 5 bonus points and where Luke Walker may finish in 29th place, that would mean that'd be 34 points Schwallenberg would make up on Walker, which means he would be a total of, I believe, 45 points out of the top position, which means he would be within that points realm of being still mathematically in the hunt.
That is something.
But we're also got to think too. It'll be possible, but like 99.98% impossible.
Boy, it's going to come down to the wire, no doubt about that, but Luke Walker, I believe, has retired from this race. I believe James Qualls has as well. Sieber teleported to pit road. Don't know if she's retired or not, but let's see what put us under the caution here for the second time here tonight at Talladega.
Give me the pizza.
Well, here's what happened. Langford crowds McLeod. They're going to get up in the fence. That happens right in front of Dylan Poteet and Madison Sieber. Nowhere for them to go. But watch this. Watch the 60 car.
I think out of all my NR 2003 time in NNSCRA racing, I have never seen anything like this.
Flips upside down, almost spins it out, still at 145 miles per hour, and drives away.
He drives away like nothing ever happened.
Well, hey
I'm
guys, if
speechless.
you guys can recall back at the, I believe it was the Snickers Open, I want to say, I flipped over about once or twice and kept going even though I wasn't up to speed.
NR 2003 logic, folks.
At its best. You can spin out and you can retire the race, but you can flip over 2 times and you can still race on.
Well, we're watching here Madison Sieber. There's the contact, and she was just kind of boxed in. There was nowhere for her to go.
Yeah, she just ran into Poteet.
And, oh man, I don't know how bad the damage was on Jean Sanford, but she gets involved in her debut. And, oh man, Lyndon Wright never slowed down.
Yeah, he tried to gun it and tried to go around, and unfortunately, not the best idea. And then everyone's going to start piling in from the back of the pack, which is normal Talladega logic here.
Yep,
But
here
now
comes...
I see around
Check
Poteet.
Qualls and Walker and see what's going to happen.
And wow, look at the smoke. It's like you can't even see anything. And oh,
Timmons
my
gets through.
word.
see.
Jackson gets through. Mason does not.
Mason.
Oh, Mason.
I know that 21 got involved. Oh, he's going to run into Mason. Mason is actually going to turn McLeod.
Wow. Hello, McLeod.
And then Cole's going to go to the wall. And then keep an eye. You're going to see James Qualls come into the picture right there.
He's right there behind Kyle Corbett.
And there's Cody Lomas right there down low as well. And Corbett tried to go down low where... Oh, no. And Qualls...
Qualls did not hit the 77 or the 42, but what happened was, we've seen this before, if they hit just right with that front quarter panel, that's what causes a lot of engine damage, and I think that's what happened. I think he just barely clipped Mason.
Yep, and there's the smoke coming out right there, and there's the logic yet again striking.
Now they need to find Walker.
There's Walker right there.
And he was the last car in the pack there, too, that was all the way behind. I don't think there was any other car that was behind him, and...
Yeah, he was all by his lonesome, so you'd think he'd want to slow down and just work his way through, but he didn't.
No, he tried to do the gun thing as well. Everyone's wrecked over, and unfortunately I'm going to try to get through. Unfortunately, well, that wasn't the case, and, you know, I don't know what to say on it. He gets through Corbett, and then Cody's trying to get the speed, and Walker... Oh,
right there. That was dead on.
Back.
And I think Cody was trying to get out of the way, but Walker thought he was gonna go low, and just miscommunication.
Guess so. And Walker, I think we could safely say he basically took himself out of this. I mean, if I had been Walker, I'd have actually slowed way down, just coasted through that.
I'm curious to know, though, if we do take an onboard on Luke Walker, did he really try to... Let's see if he tried to turn right, because if he didn't, then you can safe to say he took himself out.
Well, let's take a look. So here's the onboard with Luke Walker, smoke up ahead, and let's see what happened.
Yeah, that was kind of misleading.
He kept splitting it like he thought it was all going to be gone by the time he got there.
You know, from what I saw, it almost looked like he maybe slid into the back of Lamas, because when he saw the Corbett machine on the inside, he almost kind of jerked it to the left, and I think that car slid out from underneath him, and so he really didn't have an opportunity to turn left or right to avoid Cody.
It might have been sliding his brakes too. If he would have been hard on the brakes,
I think that may have been what happened.
Yeah, and I think the funny thing too about Cody was that he thought Walker was trying to go low, like use the apron, and Cody was going to go high, and Luke Walker didn't think so. He thought he was going to go low, and Walker was going to go high, so just bad timing right there.
So the top three in points, possibly done for the night, and the chase standings very much in question on how they're going to look when this event is over. So let's jump back now for the green flag to come back out here for our second restart of the evening.
7.
Getting ready to go back to green flag racing as Dylan Young does his Ralph Mason impression. Levi McIntyre, the leader. Second place, Wolfgang Mason. Third is Dylan Schwallenberg, who we're definitely going to be keeping an eye on here at the end of this race. Henry Nova in fourth, and fifth, Chris Washer. Then it's Lawler, Collard, Zach Rogers, Sean Galligan, and Jake Rogers. That is the top 10. As we get ready to go back to green, I believe we have a total of, let's see what the grid says here, a total of 20 cars on track and on the lead lap. Drivers out after that incident include Jake Cole, Cody Lamas, Madison Sieber out of the race in 23rd. Also the drivers of Harrison Langford, Ian Dutta, Lyndon Wright, green flag back out. Ralph Mason, Kyle Corbett. Luke Walker will finish in 29th. James Qualls out of the race in 30th. They have gone behind the wall. Now, I'm trying to see here. We said that if Sieber finishes 8 spots ahead of Luke Walker tonight, she could still be in the hunt for the championship. She finishes the evening in 23rd. Walker finished in 29th. Sieber is eliminated from the championship.
Or she could. Actually, I think she actually is in contention, just barely, because she did lead a lap, but...
Yeah, but we don't count the laps led here, though. That's the only difference.
Yeah, that's a tough race for Sieber, too, and she was having such a great season, and the field got really decimated, too, and look at whoever's left in the main pack trying to go for the win. That's it's quite a small number, but still, that's Talladega for you.
Yeah, right now, from what I'm seeing, the only drivers at the current moment that have a shot at still being able to get Luke Walker next week would be James Qualls and possibly this guy, Dylan Schwallenberg, in the 18, but right now, he basically just has to go for the win.
Yeah, he's got no choice. He's got to go for the win or bust, and You know, you got to go all out if you're the 18th. Even maybe you have to wreck a few people to even do it. And, you know, you got to go for the win. It's do or die time, and you got to do what you can for the championship. And, wow, they're going 4
looks like
wide.
they're trying to go 4 wide here.
They're 4 wide. They're almost 5 wide. Good grief.
Jake Rogers thought it better, and he goes, I'm going to back out.
Now, here's the interesting thing. Schwallenberg in Mobil1 Cup Series competition this season, he has a win. Came at Indy. But in Snickers Cup, his only victory came, ironically, at Talladega. So he knows how to race this track.
Oh, look at him.
And look at that crossover.
Man, what a power move.
That reminded me of the finish of the 2013 Talladega nationwide race. First race when it finished at 9.
And he's wearing out the back bumper of that 9 machine. Good heavens.
I can tell you what, Schwallenberg knows it's a few time, and he's going to do whatever he can to stay alive in the championship hunt.
There's Andy Timmons.
He's working on the 9.
Andy Timmons
Yeah,
made
last
his way
car
from the
I'm
back
seeing.
right here.
Now, here's the thing.
Yeah, last car I'm seeing.
I mean, if you're doing Schwallenberg, you know you got to win this race, so you got to start making some friends out there. Only person I'm seeing that is a possible alliance for him to work with is his teammate Gene Sanford, but Sanford's got to catch up here. Schwallenberg's got to start making some friends, I think, because he's going to have somebody go with him if he makes a move on the final lap.
Oh, 4
And wow,
wide,
nearly
possibly.
4 wide.
Rogers, that's the Rogers and Rogers show. Zach and Jake in the middle line there.
And that was like the second time, too.
By the way, guys, I've noticed the 99 led on the restart, and I don't see him up here in the back anywhere. Where in the world is he?
It looks like he lost the draft.
Well, there's also something that will end up coming into play too. We have yet to see people make pit stops.
Yeah, that is an interesting thing.
Yep, that is a good point. These drivers are going to have to pit at some point. And Schwallenberg is the leader now.
But so far, so good, though. It's been the good thing about it.
Right now, Dylan Schwallenberg out in front, but the trouble is normally on the final lap, you don't want to be the leader.
No, and when you're the leader, especially heading the last lap, it's not an advantage. Normally, if you're second or third, then you're in a good, spot heading in for the final lap. But like they say, though, it's Talladega. You never know what can expect, and especially racing here at the night version, it does change a little bit more than the day.
Coming down to the closing stage of this race, we got to take one quick commercial break, and we'll be right back for the finish. We are back. When we hit the stripe, we got 6 laps to go. Schwallenberg continues to lead, but here comes a challenge.
Andy Timmons.
Timmons just dive bombed it, and look at the 32 and Nova going in. And I think the funny thing I realized too is that Nova's the only one for Turner Scott Motorsports that's in here. Because Lindsay wrecked out, Young wrecked out, and Sir Fox, I think he retired out of the race too. So Nova's the only one left for Turner Scott.
And as I'm thinking of it, I believe Nova and Renzi are the only 2 Turner Scott cars that have not gone victory lane yet. So Nova with a chance to be the 3rd Turner Scott Motorsports car to win.
Anybody who's up in this pack has a chance to win. Even Sean Galligan, who also fell off the turn of death last week.
Yeah, look
Great
who's in
turnaround
here that could win. You got Nova, Rogers, Timmons, Wood, Galligan, Zach Rogers.
Joshua Collard's there, Bob Jones, who won this event last season.
Schwallenberg, even Lawler.
Oh, they're 4 wide.
Oh my goodness. And that's not what Schwallenberg wants to see, but slow car.
That's Dylan Poteet up ahead.
Dylan Poteet, slow car.
This could come into play big time.
Well, Nova's in a good spot because he's got a little gap ahead, but if you're like in a 4 wide spot, wait a minute, it's a turn. Oh, Nova's slowed down, but
look at the outside line. Look at the outside line.
And
Zach
look who's
Rogers
on the outside
there.
line. That's Schwallenberg. Schwallenberg is now going to get around the slow car of Dylan Poteet. And he went a little too high right there because, actually he's going to get back in line. Look at that. Here comes Nova, Wolfgang Mason, Lawler. Only a few more laps to go, though.
Oh, there's a wreck, I think.
Oh, don't tell me there is.
They saved it.
Caution. There's
But
a caution's out, though.
but they saved it.
Who's going
I'm
to
not
win
sure
it?
why the caution's out.
Maybe there was
And I think this is going to end the race.
on track we didn't know.
And
Who's
look at
leading?
who's 1 and 2. It's the Rogers brothers, Zach Rogers and Jake Rogers.
They're not brothers.
I know, I say that on purpose.
Oh, the
But
18 can still get a run. The 18 can still get a
Here
run.
comes Schwallenberg.
Oh my goodness. Schwallenberg off turn 4.
Here
we
he
go.
comes!
Move.
He's
Here he
coming to the
comes!
inside. Here comes
Wolfgang!
Mason.
Oh,
Wolfgang trying to spoil. Middle line trying to get the run. Wolfgang
Oh, man.
Mason.
Oh, here they
my
come!
goodness, to the stripe it is.
Wolfgang!
Wolfgang got it.
Wolfgang Mason.
I think Wolfgang may have won this race unless we get a miracle and a one-lap shootout happens, but I doubt it.
Oh my goodness.
Schwallenberg was probably about a few thousandths of a second short of keeping himself alive.
Wow.
I'm just... For a moment, it looked like Schwallenberg had this in the bag.
I thought he
And-
had it. I really did. I didn't expect Mason to step out of line.
Wolfgang just spoiled the party. He just said, surprise. Surprise, motherfucker. And took over that spot. And I'm guessing how that wreck happened was with Poti, because he
Yeah, I
was
think it was
slowing up
Poti,
someone and-
Collard, and Washer. Now, they were able to drive away, but apparently it was enough for a caution to come out.
Yeah, and looking at how many laps to go, we're on lap, once the pixelated thing goes away, I believe it's lap, 19 it says? Or
29.
29, thank you, I'm failing. But I think it's that the race is over now.
It could very well be. I would have to agree with you because I don't see any way we can get back to green. And oh man, we don't have the live points in front of us. But I almost think the only thing that's keeping Dylan Schwallenberg from being in contention next week is the 5 bonus points he could have gotten from winning this race.
Wow. Tough
And
break
that's
for
a tough
Schwallenberg.
break there. I mean, I can tell you what, if you look at that finish, and you could see how close it was, it's just only a few thousandths of a second. It was probably had to be 6 thousandths.
Well, let's try and see if we can work the calculator here. Walker finishes in 29th. Now, with Schwallenberg finishing second, that'd be 27 points he'd be up on Walker. He would be 52 points out still, so he would not be mathematically eligible to win the championship. That is such a tough break for that 18 team.
No, and they were right there, and they were right there. Just if they had an extra little oomph, like a finger, like they stick the hand out or something off the front splitter, they would have got the win. But unfortunately, man, that's just...
Next time
Yeah.
around, that's going to be the white flag for Wolfgang. Let's jump back, take a look at a replay of what ended up actually being the finish of this race. So this was the race coming down to the line. Schwallenberg makes the move, and Wolfgang just somehow found a little bit of real estate there on the inside line. He had the drafting help with Jacob Lawler to be able to do it, too.
I think it's safe to say, too, Schwallenberg just didn't close up the inside line. If Schwallenberg just got a little bit more quicker, going down low, Wolfgang would have not made it in there, and he would have just... And it looked like for a moment, too, Schwallenberg was just about ready to get there, but then you're going to see, coming off the end of this little turn here, Wolfgang Mason just gets a big oomph of a boost and then just gets it at the line. And
Yeah, I
you
thought
can
for
tell
one of
how
the first
close.
times we actually were going to see the middle groove with the side draft get the inside line. But
Yeah, look, they're tied. Wolfgang has got it, and then right there.
right there.
Yeah, right
Man,
there.
that is a photo finish right there, too. And that's got to be about 6 1,000ths per second, probably. Maybe even closer.
At least.
Let's see if we can find out from the ticker how close it was. We may not even be able to, with that, find out.
If I
Let's
get
see.
this right, I'd be amazed.
Is it going to tell us? Well, they're saying 1
There it is.
100th, but I'm not so certain.
I don't think it is, too. That's kind of hard to believe. I think they're trying to update it there, but man, that was like a wheel. By like half a wheel, Wolfgang won that.
So
Yeah.
Wolfgang Mason's going to win this thing. Let's head back now for the checkered flag. Coming out of turn 4 for the final time, Wolfgang Mason, who ended up getting into this chase by winning a last chance qualifying race here at Talladega Superspeedway. He is going to now win a points paying event here at Talladega, his first win of the season, and he's going to finish just ahead of Dylan Schwallenberg, but tremendous job by that 82 team. The only Dodge in this field will go to victory lane here tonight in the Geico 400.
Yeah, congrats to Wolfgang. Big win. Man, that's heartbreak for Schwallenberg. I can guarantee you that's that's heartbreak right there for Schwallenberg. He was right there. That was like fingertips away and just slipped out right there by about a few hundred yards.
And then there were two. Luke Walker is going to head into next week's event. One more point to the good. This is the situation, folks. For Luke Walker to lose the championship next week, he has to finish dead last. James Qualls has to win the race.
That's
And
like
lead
an
the post
impossibility.
laps.
Yeah, that's like an impossibility, but it's like they say never. The main reason that Luke Walker ends up DNFing out of the race is that A, he blows an engine, B, doesn't get started, or C, gets involved in the big one, and is the first retiree out of the race. But man, that's the finishing results right there shown on the screen, and boy, what an interesting race this was. And we're not done yet with this weekend. We got the Snickers Cup Series race here at Dega, so this is going to be looking forward to, but man, what a race this was.
All right, I had to step out of the booth real quick, and I brought everybody some fries, even though the race is over, but I'm back now.
Sponsor!
Prize because of Mason won, right?
Indeed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect timing.
So, unbelievable race here tonight. It's going to come down to 2 next week at Zen Joltis. More than likely, it'll come down to more drivers at Zen Joltis for the Snickers race, but we still got to see what that's going to look like when we have our Snickers Cup Series event here with the Geico 500. But, guys, I want to thank you for joining me for tonight's event.
Hey, not a
No
problem.
problem. Since
So-
I don't have to race till tomorrow, I'm glad I stopped up here by the booth.
So hope that you guys enjoyed this race. If you did, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to become part of the crew today. Also be sure to subscribe to Levi, Charles, Michael's, and Dylan's channels. The links to their channels are in the description. And coming up next are going to be your official full finishing results, overall point standings, rookie points, and chase points, where only 2 drivers are still mathematically eligible for the championship next week, heading into Zen Joltis. So for everybody here, I'm Seth Cole signing off. See you next time here on the NNSCRA Sports Channel, offline racing at its best.
Charles
There we
wants the
go.
ass.
Doot doot.
Bye.